Welcome Scorpio, it's your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 12th of August for the Ascendant, the Sun or the Moon. The week begins with a quarter moon in your sign. When the moon is in our own sign, it makes us more single-minded about getting what we want in terms of our own individual needs. But because the Sun is going to be joined by Mercury midweek as it rewinds back into your sector of success, it's asking you to think about what's expected of you in terms of your work or in terms of important or influential people that you need to connect with this week. There may be part of you that's a little bit rebellious and disinclined to fit in with what they require. Maybe the natural born entrepreneur in you is going to be aroused this week because with your traditional ruler Mars applying to Jupiter, Mars in Gemini is very fast, passionate planet when it comes to communications, which is what Gemini is about, and Jupiter and Mars together give us a sense that almost anything is possible, but they're conflicted by Saturn, the planet of restriction. Saturn's in the part of your situation to do with romance, risk and speculation. If there is a business idea or a financial opportunity you're drawn towards and that rebellious part of your nature is really speaking to you strongly, there could be a temptation to go for it very rapidly indeed. Also, somebody could be urging you on, encouraging you to go for this. But as Mercury rewinds back into Leo and meets up with the Sun again, at the end of this week, they're both squaring up to Uranus. And that rebellious nature that can be aroused by that quarter moon at the start of this week can actually be maxed up even more. And if you are in a role or an organisation which does seem to be a little bit hidebound, not very flexible, not very open to fresh and maybe progressive ideas, there's part of you that really could be taken with this idea of doing something more for yourself. But Venus, the planet of relating, is also the planet of money, and that's checked by Saturn as this week draws to a close, and also by Mars and Jupiter. So we have quite a complex skyscape as this week ends. So what I'd say is, even though this week you could find it a little tiresome fitting in with what people want, if you can play the game a little bit and be a little bit canny in terms of marshalling your resources, there's still a window of opportunity to make progress. Now, in terms of your love life, Mars and Jupiter linking together in the 8th house could bring a very amorous side of your nature to the fore. But because they're challenged by Saturn at the heart of this week, if there is someone that you're finding very, very hard to resist, just remember, particularly with Venus going opposite Saturn at the end of this week, there may be something you're not quite aware of that could prove to be a little bit of a gotcha. So proceed with caution. Have a great week, Scorpio. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Please check out my year 2025 personal horoscope forecast special offer with the link beneath this video.